so be any so any ye or he waiting ye esan say ye hwe said the protocol you observing na fe nso no ye bubbles nyina so de da na betimi na nso no me kire wo se wutu na mu bia ko ba bia na why careful said the be ya bibia betimi akoyi what share your Omega Life nso a share my misrew share my o share on Facebook share na enkwachiri my ebia na ehia wa ebehia ofoforo mpere se wo yonko eda ene woda emfaso so pa so yonko da na woda dia na ewose wahwe no waboa obi nso Fort Worth Solicitors ana na ewofia Fort Worth Solicitors yo Honzi North London ye ben Tempai Clean. In fact, if you Tempai Clean Station, I quite one man. One anti 5 minutes now do. 2 p. Tempai Clean Station one man. One anti a crabia and I say wood green so no the same 5 minutes and so na would do. And you know, a near cry the number and so able to jack. Say no, ye encobe bia ye basa. Empo crano, se utuana more lawyer wa. Emra ya hye efa yentinafie no utu kwa lawyer wa. Ema ho kwan se obekọ. Nenso mamusa say wasem na ayasem anu odin ase so oba na e bia betimi afre answer. Na o appointment bi kwa ho a wo say oba make sure say appointment is confirmed say e wo say oba say no yempie basa ana photo wo kwa na lawyer for no enya mpre nyina ne nyina ya ho ebi ho na ebi adwuma fifie ye hwe say your office wo NCP say the be yes you observe the course no protocols I wo ho nyina it has to tie me sabri and then so ye be immigration in semo over Fort Well ye civil litigation e wo ho afen so no ye immigration in asylum ho adwuma pa say wakwakodi aban kukum ya ba be chew wakwakodi aban kukum okura no so utie me na wonua bi e wo mu saa obetimi afre yen na ya hwe ebia na hu hia so obedema chepi ebia na eka me no obi okoda mbe se 9-10 months ebe wi ase ne koy wanya futu papa se also kosisi ana ukọ no akọ bobra na foforo abo ne pem a ukọ na chi no asa be pem ne yi ebi nso ana wo asema ebetimi aboa enti be ka se da ebe de mo fa wontwim kakra ne ditwa anya yo letter be twara ko home office yo letter be twara ko ba bi o se etwiro ko nyina na fi ejao na fi ya hwa asem no eka wona yaka afi nso no family issues enkola hwem ana fi awaresem divorce ni nyina ye ho adwuma ana fi civil litigation manson biaba oni obi twe ebia nipa ntema na nipa ne adwuma ana sa ankora ne adwuma ni nyina ye bema ho adwe ana fi employment and so o adwuma obi ene kora de ene me ne lawyer be di nkomo pa matise say wo de obi paper kora ye adwuma wo krom ha kora na system ebi emra so kwakwajo paper sa nsese wo di sie sa ebia na aka no kora bebo me bisa lawyer won SMP de e koso ne de e ba nyina ofre me sanko fatete danso me ka ho enti no ene me de me number betudwa lawyer Dankoy enso ofia Daniel ofia enti no me de Daniel enso number betudwa na adwumadie ne kono ene o sene yen message bia wo WhatsApp ye be read the amount ana fe so send your Facebook nso a messages na ebe read the amount ana fe se be makwan so ama wafre eti number edi be di djuma ni lawyer Dan number anso ana edi be di djuma obetimi afre so ade aba live na ofi akwa so obetimi afre no channel so to o mame ansa kwa na fiti ase edi nkomo no 079 44 976161 because obu o ha ye ni nkomo no kwa so na sem de da a o twen yen 079 44 976161 and on the number you be the Juman message to be embre no ya ben na Daniel me mwache and that's me mwakwa
yeah nia
na pom to say
nyame adom boko adepachi eview
nice one adepachi we atena senso na me tietie u programs ni bi nura ene na nsa nyina why your other places na what's your idea ku animo dan what's your idea ku animo pa very good pa me my chef da say me kan me Facebook ra say me share da pebre so na ya ba be kan Wales and the probate asempa bibi so your rules and proverbs no mo your bof ka se me person ke be ba ko twi ka se me adwetwe papa because amanfo hanom a rules nsem no hadwen o ne japade a manfo yigija na ade abehwe no kra na aban afa ene nsem ye gika account ye behwe no ho asem aka ba na ide ye ba bedi eye immigration ho enkomo kakra lawyer ye tan bokoko de kokobọ na ye bo ne say ye mpese aba ben ya deso abi because ye 30th June twema ni ya hwe ya adeso ba be da lawyer fo so no na de ya pa ne se wa frɛ lawyer na wo gidi pa lawyer no wa kan nyine we lawyer se enyi yi enu hu hwe be ye de o se wo yini ade ba ko ya pa utif lawyer wa ana de toso nyino lawyer be ka cho se e wasi ye kofie ni akwakwa eno so ni pempeti kro and the toss me and salaya beka cho say jaya adwuma ne ye sabi na nya sa ye chiwa o beba adwam ni pempesa kro na so se amokoko ne sabri ya asudi mba ba da ye so
but the last one beka ho ene so ba ntemu a anke wetimi aboa
everybody be so late
yes uba ntemu a ube humi just a year ago and 2 years ago anka ye boa na sisi ade
eno na ya na applications on the route no and ya na san command ba pa me boa 5 years and 10 years
there be eno no ka ho eno so timi ba ebi wo ho nso ana nemfie na wedi ewo krom ha no for instance mama because I never 20-year route no no mama no as example ebia na ode oyakwala na waba krom ha oba ha na wedi be 7 8 okay now ma me do buy wait na system ni mo e microphone nim say who ye below the age of 18 now we na have more than half of your life ultimate fast so the John Crata
me ba chuti ho bi mame
we are below okay your ages be a professional and so you were 18 and 24 okay so we are below the age of 18 now it's not chrome has say more than 7 years ultimate jinaso in krata
and so by when 7 udi 15 years
ultimate jinaso ejon krata
oh na just when more than half of your
7 years what more than 7 years
when 8 years is
yes ultimate so ejinaso in krata. And I say we are more than 18, but below the age of 24. Now, and also wait now have more than half of your life and so to me so the young crata. But unya pound now be D25. Not just say so it's not have 20 years. I said wait me so young crata.
Oh, that's like a mea.
Wow, but one banter meeting. It's the way one obia from say oh me mama de me ba ha be they also remember boa na ye hwe na me nuanom nkwala na ade me tina ha be 18 years we just we di ahia be hwe na we di be 27 na che say wa bro so nti ofre be 2 years ago uncle dem nti is very 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 important na make us say and no so ye sometimes we ba na one advice into so na me nim say bibi sa e wo ho anka me ba e ma mo boa me nti no we always say take your phone or na friend na bisa bia obeje e na wote so edada nyama na ubenya no wote so dada but because we nim nti no na ahwere
ye be hwe sa asem no aka na edru eye ebra ye hwe 20 years rules emetina kurumanum 20 years den na umame 20 years na menya sema na menya asem ye be hwe ni nyina na lawyer fa kokobo a wo ho boy my pre-settled status ne settled status no kokora wo my
yo settled status any pre-settled status no in nyama ya boho enkomo over the months since UK cause our referendum omunya agreement says it's on person mu film no na ho arrangement started say eba na started say boho koko na previous date near the year juma no 31st December 2020 nyamen chadom omo year extension call 30th June 2021 omo friend grace period even that no crown pony in nyame bi wo ho no ma the expectation is it should have happened by 31st of December and sana etimi etu eho anamo but we realize say enkrofo bebre e wo ho no ma until now sa pre-settled status ni settled status no omuntu eho anamo anaso omonye application no na frequent questions are aya omota ebisa emu 6 na me pese ene ye twemu na ye kyerɛkyerɛ mu na yetimi eyi ano ema amanfo sedia obi eti baby na ebia baby kyerɛ na adwen so a wetimi ehu kwan obefa so. Now one of the things ye realize say nkrofo holding nkrofo back from making application for settled status the fact say omuni valid ID. You know, obi oha or EU national. Wabetina Chrome has say a few years, but opeso or year application for settled status. However, no only ID, ne passport ayira, ne national ID, the man or Germany hodom no ayira, on who kwaya obeye. And I say, enra e krampa e bia na I expire ewu intino or train say obetimi aye renewal na efe or the higher application because we call online that's all share requirements then in your so what the so what the valid ID there especially we use app now the ISA application na intino obehwe no okoso na we intimi anya na we hold it on. There are a number of EU countries ya more extension. You know, who say the passports, all right, but Home Office for Ajia to say they can use the expired passport up to certain dates without any issue. You know, if we are EU national now or passports in EU, the reason why Uncle for passport EU be brain say embassies are being slow in renewing Nkrofo passport for them because of COVID situation, lockdown there. Until Nkrofo be brave or my application for new passport by omunya appointments near there. Until they've been held back. For those people, it's important to know say 30th of June 2021 deadline na omodi amaye. You cannot come back and use now my passport a winter amanya application as an excuse. 30th June banasa 1 year na say now passport na winti na 1 year crown na still no ebetimi happen say why illegal na say ofi kro ni that is not an excuse. There are ways and means ebetimi application with an expired passport and I say we need passports and na me cheche me say one of them they say Home Office for Ajia to say a number of countries on my passport still obetimi use those expired passports to continue. Secondly, if it happens, say, we country name one of those ya more extension as a Home Office I to so me I extended. For instance, a family member of EU national in a Ukra Ghana passport. And opese okoji new passport and some of application but because of unya appointment and I say when you 1 or 2 issues it is not coming in good time. Don't sit down and say oh because na me application for my passport in internet grace period so crown pona no mo be further extension there be it will not with the COVID it will not work. So you need to work on it. One of the ways you can get around some problem might be over free Home Office or EU Resolution Center no the application form abroad online. But if you are able to tell them the difficulties that you are experiencing in obtaining national ID now, me at the form at their brow. Now I fill a form, and then once you fill the form, explanation be a account now they are now the account send the application. That is one of the ways you can get around difficulty and as a problem. The other option also they say Uber continue a use app application, but in completing the application, you will select say Uber send the copies of your ID because and yes Uber be use more app or not the picture now they are sending because without valid ID, without valid biometric card, without valid passports, there's no way I'll be to use app and their progressive application, and this is very, very, very important. People need to take note and make sure say they are getting this thing.
International once I want to mean progress, now I say we can physical a hard copy paper a form.
Oh yes, oh yes, sir. And then America say if we mean progress with the application, it will online because we need passports now. then the other alternative is over free home office for someone for form embryo. Most of the time, when offer home office for someone for form embryo, they are reluctant. Some send the forms in abro. So you need to convince them. You need to tell them the reason why any efforts are why. Now, even after the form has been sent to you, there are certain steps you need to take. One of the steps you need to take, and they say explaining the way Kwanya first was trying to obtain the passport. For instance, we are Ghanaian national, in a way booking appointments or we Ghana High Commission in the ABA our appointment dates in a year very far off into any early appointment. It will be wise and sensible say would the copy of that appointment will can't form no.
Not just an amubi also
to exactly when you've taken certain necessary steps. Say ABA old passports now I expire no so wo honoma wo di account. Do you understand? Or IDB to say ABA driving license, even though driving license is not one of the approved IDs as a application. Ideally, no wait me this driving license ID na account on top of explanation na wo ye no. So what I'm trying to say is say it is important say it is very 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 important say you will get way things done. Ube making effort so obey enyama. Okay, so, yeah. Ube making effort so obey what you are supposed to do, because if you don't make that effort, things will not go right for you. Maybe a normal reject to application, and 30th of June you can't use that as an excuse.
Mame ma wonum so kakra na afi yenko the akaso enti na yenhwe the 6 areas na yehwe no very very important enti no manene heya mesrew what you ato anu ma Omega Live ana o hwe no sankofa tete danso ana afi lawyer dankoi ani wo fia no mene ana yede legal issues bro immigration sem ani go so hwe no emra breathing e free yiyimi eniema asesa na kakra ni nim se beba ba besi se ye nyina e wa ha nyina na beba bebom ni ayepe na fe mra bia na nka yede ma breathing for no ene mra foforo bia yede ma yi for no ye nyina be synchronize sa mra na mra ni nyina ye mra kro enti no it is coming down and coming down and coming down enti no ye behwe na yaye mebusa lawyer sisi ya se ye to aso afri wo no se bia me documents ni bi ewo eni brofo kasem eno meye onsen meye na ho asem sen ana because obu ho abehwe no e bi kura wan ware wa ha o ware wo EU country fufuro bi enti no the marriage certificate na ewo e bia Dutch kasem ana se e bia ewo Italian kasem and also no ye ben dey na metimi asene ne sa ko home office wo no man home office wo more translators are on metimi ahwa na se bi kwa no mo te kasa no enu ni obi asema obi obusa no.
Well, when it comes to presenting documents for pre-settled status and as a settled status like any other application, home office for expected say documents are whatever no ebeye we English na ometimi akan into no
enyomo no be translate
ya ma
and also be enkan kasafo fro bia
debi brofo na no mo kan into no there have been situations whereby encrofo application bia certain documents. For instance, remember our example, because sometimes encrofo do not see when you might need that. Bia we a German national, okay, in our betina chrome has say, but oba chrome has say, now we age 1 year 2 years been our core pension. Into most of your pension if in Germany in the EBA into bia bosumi bia no na o pension company na ascend those statements na omode abrel into we who address no bibia ewo so na sika na omode ama no matcho German kasemu na ewo sa document no. So when you are making application for pre-settled status and as a settled status, you will need to evidence the fact say now you are resident in the UK during a 5 years, and as a 5 years grandpa has say as at 31st of December, you qualify for leave to remain, and as a settled status, in doing so, what they will pension statement, evidence, to evidence the fact say you are resident in UK, So our document never na German Kasim. fan or German case maybe or brofun because maybe our UK address no din also. Such a document it may not be necessary say obekwa translate it because the key evidence that you need to present with that application the fact say we din also and the fact say we address also I don't know the key evidence in kind of matro say e bia wo pension we are matro German case no dey ehun here it is such a document you can easily present it. However, say your application, your EU national and our family member now your application because we worry EU national. But we worry more Portugal. And I'm more worry into no marriage certificates, ne documents na ekahwa echese wa worry no. Ninya is in Portuguese castle. For such documents, it will be very important, say, over presenting our translate it officially and send out the abema efficacy for. When they say official translation, we don't say we have some specific place here. When I say all that your microphone, we are qualified translators. And to be a qualified translator, you have to do certain courses. Then your stamp will be so this is to say a official true translation of the original. Once you meet those requirements, you are okay. You don't necessarily need to go and notarize it. And that's what they call notary public. Your lawyers be from notary public or almost certified foreign document. There's no need for you to do that. Normal basic official translation a fee baby adipana na kama no enough for you to present it. There's also a form we call multilingual form. I will be me a use to their complete, but we will leave it to a basic documents a translation and say that a also and say that endorse or Italy one or partner new for multi Italy no more be your friend familiar some documents be basically no almost a fee back the address okay intino say be a family ni efi Italy na omo back room ha say we want to show na say be a wombane obusuafo a omo di papa na chi ba e omo di omo nkra Italian passport wa be a mother no and our father no ebu back no kra Italian passport. We want to show say before moving Italy ba ha say they were living as a family. It is that document becomes useful. So that document it might be in Italian but we na almost every information a DNA date of birth anywhere and you can literally see it without needing translation. Always use our form now make 17 now they account now they presenting application. Whatever happens and now whatever evidence you are presenting, it is important say you show evidence of residency in UK. When submitting an application. Say
hona na me ba say ampacho me so mu kakra. Me pacho o bu so hwen Omega Live TV na ahwe no. E photo solicitor share my misrewa share my na afoforo nso ehu na mo hu sempa koso ene no. Na translation nso asema na lawyer kan no. Oba photo solicitors why instructing ani e wadwuma amawa. Enye den kra. Yewo enipa npi eni o me adwumade bia me ka che say hono yewo other law firms other translation companies no a che say no adwumade hia ne say yehu say wo hia sa translation no ya fro no ya bo amane so hia sa translation enti no yes send am ya translate ya ma enti no enta me ye odadwen fufu bia ye then nyina last week kura your client back now was translating documents money enti no a one stop shop you bit me aboa wo sa kwan ni nyina so nti ya no wa hye so aman mfa nkwane nam se me wo behwe no nipa no kura no akọ translate no asem foforo kura because nipa boni wo no nipa boni wo yeah nipa boni wo pa be no translate na asem foforo kura obo foforo sa so mo so kura na ebra na entoto ano hwe na translation ba ko nipa ne kan enti na akọ fa asem ama but on the buyer honma in who is accredited, who is not accredited, the man no amana ye the amount nyina one stop shopper e be dia boa because instructing here wadwuma mawa you forever remain a client enti no kai se obebem okay enti lawyer na me busa se empredo do sen anasa abrebe na betimi atena outside the country and inside the country bema everything that udi echense bia depend on family members so and audit ya no ma ebi so free EU country ba betina hanoma o wasete wa hanoma ho asem ne sen empredodo sen na wo se wotene empredodo sen na wo se okọ abonten na mse na ka abefiti ase aka.
Well, one thing that people have to understand in the same. So per se o qualify for settled status. It's important say obetimi I establish say wetin has say for 5 years. Okay, very important. Now in being able to establish say wetin has say 5 years, you need to be able to sometimes if you can see for run it through automatic checks. And, with automatic checks, number check it with national insurance contribution or tax payments over the years, and based on that information alone, on betimi who say nipa we wetina chrome has say for 5 years, and for that alone, their manner. However, there are some people are omuntimi in yasa information when they run automatic checks because ABA or ba has say or ye juma be 2-3 years and or 5 no call maternity leave no decided say well on kwe juma biom but our chronimu ABA ni kunu ni kunu net ni kunu ye juma but or no ne de onye juma but he's entitled to stay here during that period. No.
And you run automatic check na 2 years when abenya.
2 years when abenya. Oh, that's what he had. For those people, they need to show other documents to show, say clearly, Ometina has say 5 years for the application to be successful for settled status. For pre-settled status, say Oba Kronimu, you were here before 31st of December 2020. If you were here before 31st of December, you buy an ABA national insurance number, or decide evidence and everything, actually, and then you will be okay. The problem with continuous residence, leading to settled status, is the fact that you didn't crack time we you pre-settled status, or be you back to Germany, you need to understand, say. If you are out of the country for more than 6 months, okay, normally say 12 months, but 12 months is an issue. There's a question mark. Into the my recommendation is say, stay outside the country for at least 6 months, but don't extend it more than 6 months. If you extend it more than 6 months, now of course 1 year we na omaka hu asem. What will happen is say a bit do 2026 as a year application for settled status, you will not get the continuous 5 years for you. And for that reason, it will not be possible for you to make application for settled status.
Because unya breaks
room. When to me I application for settled status now overstay. Then you have to find a different immigration route for you to stay here. I'm not talking about and then when the obi on my I'm used to word with my baby mail that me call me needs or more kind of my with him, well, more than now did I more corner. And who's some November 2026 air corner. So people need to note there are times that Oba settled status na bia wa be melding ni nyama bi e wo ho no betime process or system ni muni ade bankofo need to be careful because we have had situations in Crawford ejuma wa ha but assembly aba yes and I will crown po ye hwe we airports we will exit I will call this time and I will buy this time and Crawford says sometimes when they want that information they cannot get it obviously o me ba me dey me fa bus na me dey aba ye nim dey all bremu ni dey okọ but some information ni nya no so mo pa o mo benya
of course
until the people need to be aware say sa inyaman kitinkiti bi tricks kakra bi a ye ni sa ni man o me hu echi kwan
they are privy to tricks I'm telling you
so what you say you're in a situation where Obejin say you have gotten away with Wunyamana wo year no now 2026 waba lawyer me per se me year application for settled status because time now so 5 years asun 5 years down the line say me year na obia ye obia fisa status so back and forth so ba be year application we nya wa febo obeba ni e be hwemu no now you don't qualify because you were outside the country for more than necessary. Not a big problem. I must add quickly, because that is something that many people don't know. So we are EU national, now so we're a family member of EU national. Now with Nakrum has say 5 years previously, but with Fikronimu, and I will call Germany for so many years. Over Baka, you don't need to apply and get pre-settled status. Because with now has say 5 years, about 10 years ago, no,
what fulfill it,
it shouldn't be recent 5 years.
okay,
it shouldn't be recent 5 years. It can be previous 5 years be now here then. Over that I will be to me a use to the edenya or settle status. In neman kitty be or honoma a city mission so. Ne boy.
Imagine Krato Tiawa, Nansa Imagine Krato, me patch, share mammy, share Kratoni, Tiawa, Ebicrane, and Nubese, Simakura, na Yabani Abetuan commodity na Yene, Fort Worth solicitors, Yeni Wufia and Many, down Sumewaha Anna lawyer, down Coinso, a Wufia and ma. Ye drink, say, but you go so boku because Grace period now could see base June. Meba bebu sana say ye for na team no ye ma menom na ye de ba no ye betima koso de aba saa na ye for na team so ye relatives side me form but ye nuanom ene nipa bi a ye bia ye sadom so ye legal guardians ne betimi akoso afom de aba na da ben ana saa ne manyina ebeko awie ana se ebeba ba ye Britain de no me ye British ni so betimi afom aba na fe maka adult dependence in one sem so kakra nipa bi hwe me na on person mo form ma menom edo mo ba me British for ekwanya enso e wo ho no mo ana na roots obi so ase ne me message say me 5 years and 10 years root on tias here papa because no baby e catch enso 10 years obi so catch enso 5 years my lawyer out more light on that issue. We'll be back. This is
At World Remit, we understand what the journey is about, how it can sometimes take a little distance to bring us a little closer together. With ways to save more when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them. Memo akwa baby ba Omega Live TV. Fort Worth solicitors ene ana ofia he na ye church legal issues. Medical abo amane de that's Fort Worth ye civil litigation afi immigration and asylum and family law and afi employment. Ni nyina ye ho adwuma. O de ba be dom ye ye ba boa akwan a wase ye boa nyina because akwantu we hia papa se ye betutu ya na mo asiye ebi so na ofufuru bu ho no mo kra wo hwe wasetenem no obetime nya kwan bia ne beboa no na ono so etimi ababru kira na se obeboa no ama wetime regularize na setena yi wa hanom na wetimi realize potential bia wo ho no mo adwuma ye bi kwa na nya adwuma no obetimi aye adwuma foforo no mumu kra no na ne krape anase ne joy e wo na nso 7 krata 70 na fe obehwe no na aye homunan krata 70 na obi e de sebe introduce obi de obi anima ye se efom enso na bi ha ekwanya bi wo ho abetimi abo ne nua no utu nua no abetimi abo no Fort Worth solicitors free abri bia wo kwan bia na ene twetwe inkomo ene obetima free odwumadie so number id dwumadie na bra so obetima free me number id dwumadie no 07944976161 07944976161 question bia obia for family issues for immigration home affair civil litigation employment and the immigration sema kasa ana ye kan wa semesa say Brexit by no ejenya aba bedru say ye film 31st December 2020 ne so ye no ana abeni bom ne free mo na grace period kakra honum kosi be say June 30th yes a film we June 30th ni twem dia na chese bibia twem enu nti ne gusu bodawuro say mo amwom no o say mo ye mo pre status no a pre-settlement and a settlement status no say mo regularize bibia yi ansana June edu enya saa June dru a wan hwe ya na akofa ensem foforo aba lawyer Daniel Koy ewofia no lawyer wakwa ba bi
ya yenia
yeguso brobro so sa me kan say me koba me busa ensem bi a efa me patcho lawyer tonight kakra eto sa 5 years 10 years I don't know ya someone anytime bia be ko radio so na anytime bia you become my office I mefa phone call from client no na omu obusa say oh me koye ya ma me depend o me kunu so ya ma me 2.5 years anase ya ma me 5 years me wi amenya den anase me ba enti ne ma me mkrata kruim ya ma me 2.5 years me wi amenya den ho asem no to right to
okay so we year application e wo krum ha na uyusu wo ba because wo ba no 87 years ya wo ba wo krum ha na 87 years into for that reason no uni nkrata wo bapa ne ma me obi ani nkrata na wo gina sa kwan no so nya wo krata ya about 2.5 years 2.5 years ni because prior to application no we illegal no and we overstay no you remember you over to 10-year route so straight away whether say then no matter type of application where you over to 10-year route so
I say ubenya 2.5
4 times na 10 okay
so ebianzu betua
say na ye calculation you know betua almost £2,800 for home office fees ni NHS fees baku bia you know every 2.5 years bia no you have to make the application
you na be say 10,000
no wetua bro so some we busu for dia na bebre you know quite a lot of money you know say we buy a British single mother unya single mother obia mumienu na mo ba whatever the situation is you know so you over to 10-year route so bia wa ware obi o British but nipa na ware no the juma no ne sika na onya no below the minimum income threshold no which is 18,600 and also you over to 10-year route no so until you do to 10-year route so no interest say krata na de be ma no leave to remain de be bo visa ni mo no 10 years valid for 10 years so be free ye mfa ni pa no na ye free the obeka yeah hello
good morning
good morning
yeah me share program na me bisa question bi kakra
bacheti
be bajo boarding
me bajo be di ata
kasa
yo the person bisa ni say yam fa ni say me share obi oye EU national ha oni pa kono nya Ghanaian but EU national ha na me pese bi amne ne awai my certificate ni ye beti ma koye ne Ghana na say ye beti ma ye no wani ye Ghana ye be yi ye tumza
Yo, the reason why I'm named so besides our question, where the facts here pre-settled status and settled status discussion, you know, and my main fan two perspectives. So because in Crawford besides our question, we be brave on the basis inti mayor ye wahai semi show be EU national. Now me person me worry na possible na. The answer is yes and no. Okay, yes in the sense is say yes we ti nya worry no. But no, we need application. I will chrome her. And now me no worker say we worry obi oye EU national. So we hear application using immigration rules. No, meaning say wow say we go fie. Now we application if you fie eba. Unless it say we worry before 31st of December 2020. Until say what the marriage certificate in Bremen. Na date na aware no mu year mu tena se year aware no before 31st of December 2020 make your application na ma but so what the marriage certificate ne ba na we set with date ni ene data means me nya ma
because 31st next
matches here match the all can say no but the main point is say I'm found say nipa no na me madwen ya me say e bia nipa no ye EU national or ye onye Ghanaian no na o ye Ghanaian say ba say mo ware a mo be kwa akoye my certificate mo Ghana e okay ambra no bitum sa na mbese mi hu
oh yes eno die ambra no gitum because first no na ambra no gitum by the court several times Emma final court Ewuku versus Secretary of State Emma omagiatum say efie aware no so mojitu nti am dey problem
okay me am feel say yan Ghana na ya ma me on say wo ye be ma no wo na be call ba ni fi akọ ware no e na wo wa be hu oba bi wo ho wa na wo be say wo ne ya ware no na wo kwa akoye my certificate no fie no na me feel say bia be ni ya mra no ne yan ya ma mra ne mra no be ha adwen na kire ma den kaka
there be hard dream but even though hard dream no say who ye bibi sa ye wo kwan ye fa so de yes aware way you know and because rain ni honti no major no for now but ye nya ne keke ye wo kwan ye so fa so na wo de why
okay
enti ata das papa number na afre na open chiche mu abetimi afre sa number na after the program why
wow friend earlier on e bia betimi afre ebio MCMC earlier
on okay number na 07944 976161 07944 976161 is that like obi ntimi nchire obi baby also ware meboa
obi ntimi nchire baby a so ware but so unim say o ware a o dey your application into I say we make sure say baby a wo your application na obeja
to yeah
into no yen efie aware no na make us say eya na ehon sem ensem e bebre but so we yen yie na you follow the processes na nko dia emra etiase say sa aware na say dey ye gitu yen for the next caller
okay
yeah hello
good morning
Pachetie
Pacho mpesa mba program chakra
yo you saying
Pacho friend
Oben kasa
Pacho mpesa mikusa lawyer say for example mene ubia ya awade so na my dress fancy December be na metin agi afibo na December my dress bi eta obani fi kama but ibin so da be bia me twen enti fancy enti mo one nkruma o fancy o landing na mo Manchester mpesa mu se sa no ni kwaje afibo be 15 yana say my dress enna eta hada no
yo yenya be ma me da say for message na obi say na some question you know e betimi aha dwen but ninya agina explanation na what the be ma no so yenya enim say because of a juma 17 no obehwe na obi wo hono ma ot London but ye juma Manchester into the Monday to Friday na okọ Manchester weekend wa ba na hearing chain it's very common and it is accepted as well but ninya no agina explanation na what the be ma into no for such a situation, untini nka say my application na fill form at the court keke and expect to say omode decision ebema. Very important for you to explain or personal circumstance. Say bia because of XY reasons intino na say me copy address ewa ha e bi adwuma sem anase bibi intino na say me copy address or and for that on begia tum ama omama o enkrata no.
So what you say oben
Pacha me tiase pa
intino the okama akosia ne say enye ne tra kwa because nipa na obehwe application say na dwemu no Kesenia, sa no be so abu application. Na bi mu so trainer application be turn it down. But we say obe church mo yie ba. So enti no. Fadom lawyer na omo and for wadwen enye ebia na akwakoye Kesenia. Why?
Pacha. That's it be na mi share mo.
So.
Yo, yeah, that's it. See if you any Facebook for questions.
Questions, no.
I also be bria or no. I see job mo.
I will hold my kind. I'm me kind. Me the about what ha.
Oh, dear, start to what dear. I'm
how many years evidence? What is the proof of evidence I would need to be able to get my indefinite leave to remain as a spouse of EU?
Well, so what worry EU national now say a do time I obey your application for settled status now. We need to establish self first and foremost and our ready that should demo. No worry until the marriage certificate is there. We need
egu
aha bia nipa na dwane ejawa na bibi hu bebi oku hu na ti kwan. All those things are very important. So and only a basic you need to establish. Secondly, na so ultimately it shows say over the past 5 years only oba no and only bema no etina until na aware no more that so it was coexisting, until proof of address near the bank statements, near council tax bills, near tenancy agreements. Those documents eniano and ebe boano and more independent who say for the past 5 years na so only oba na eden eti. And then finally oba ni ejuma na se bema ni ejuma more P60s near the end so na and also ode aba forward. It's very very important say sad documents in Ebeko for the past 5 years and you be okay. Yeah, that's it. But this our question why?
Your friend saying
hello
ya ton kan
e ba cho me di kofi me ba cho me pese esa scheme na course na otim ko fa ma Africa ban or let's say Ghana ban me be na me met to be but almost refuse on basis that the intina me wo ma no me fan say 2001 ma try na 2019 2018 na me passport ama home e be say me who say a case you mutimi dikina so e refuse na what are the chances that you be my application am I successful e be you
yo me that say okay but you are not CCR yeah, what we can. Yeah. The key thing people need to understand applications any problems say in pain bebre no nkrofo ewo emba fear. We do not register the children straight away NG omawoda enkrata. And when it comes to passports in swa your passport momo till say ebi akola ne ba be tukwan
untukwan the passport here there
you understand intino na ya meka say your application ngofo you so fill forms so the call na we but your explanations ni nyim or the be ka ho na be ma application edimu. For instance the expectation from yen says so wo akola within the first 12 months we register akola ne birth certificate. So one register akolani birth within first 12 months. Now akabe 1 year, 2 years, no ba abrochre. Now okoye awodan krata now the koye passport. Straight away don't refuse the application because they doubt the authenticity of the birth certificate now are presenting. So akolani ye uba in those circumstances. What we say is say koye DNA na fatuso. Even though they have not asked you, for DNA ye then. Support it. Na ebi mo so suro so be die because o mu person mo be fie se fie fun ni ase na hu then you say hu nti no person be die ni na eden e dey account na aye problem
no be doubt so I don't so doubt so akwara slow so
no Anderson sango for enye better sao akwara no say o but we na usuro say we ba no akọ hu bibi am so obehu inti na che say o de kosa but in those circumstances there are alternatives so akoye awodan krata dia ma akwala instead so ube register akwala bia na mo register there wo no mo register but my yira certificate instead of doing new registration what you need to do is say okoji certified copy of the previous old one yeah you patrol this our question why
application for pre-settlement. Now me depend on my father. Now on only a man no almost evidence of dependency. Yes, verification catcher me say we live together and I'm working and because of that provide any financial support and some manual bank account, but you feel or not your bills in there. But still, now almost answer almost evidence of dependency.
Yo, me that say, enye no council say omobe requested for evidence of dependency. Say them papa no or transfer sika at the mouth. That's not what is in the law. Two things in a law. Dependency or a member of the household. Okay, dependency or a member of the household. If you can prove one or the other, you don't need to prove both. So what you say?
I talk if you're a member of the household and also depend on us.
Yes.
In this your case, you don't depend on him, but only native. So therefore, you're a member of the household.
It's a no, that should qualify. Any refusals based on where conception they say so we prove say would depend on what papa no so. Into the end na will be say question you can challenge that refusal on the basis say you are a member of papa household into say if application you refuse now you are within the appeal period my advice and say making sure say you come forward and we will assist you to challenge that decision if you are not within the appeal period now me a new application too so that if they refuse it again you have the opportunity to challenge it and your force say one nipa ne tifie no nipa no bosumi bia or the sikabe to account the fact say one ni tifie keke no it can happen so on we aduane a udibi
of course
no
papa no kwani tua dan
yes papa no tua dan ka you don't need to show that way into the refusal no in accordance with the law and we can challenge it.
Fort Worth Solicitors a number 07944 976161 lawyer Dankwe a number no sa number na se di djuma sisi a e wo ofia no me number 07874 108821 07874 108821 ofre sa number CBA e betimi abo but the di djuma sisi a ofia de 07944 976161 offering here onsa ebekan Omega Life and aguso ehwe no Fort Worth Solicitors no ofia na mpacho shema yen na afoforo nso ensa enka na omo enye
me who say oben sika e Facebook is be sabi say if you have indefinite leave to remain in UK how long now wait me I spend the Ghana the so indefinite leave to remain UK that's a call Ghana. You are not allowed to stay more than 2 years. You are not allowed to stay more than 2 years. If it's not Ghana continuously for more than 2 years, sir, indefinite leave to remain now Ukraine, you will lose it. And what that means is say if babaka, so say application for be a friend or returning residents. And also something that you will be assessed on a different level altogether. Into indefinite leave to remain remember say every 2 years but more before 2 years in the no so we do tibede ring and the next day crowd sound crown pa we break his 2 years route so the 2 years begins again. It's very 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 important. Say
when you go online so
there be patch yeah
say you be online so there yemfa Facebook messages ne kakra we asema ono so ebusa sisi ya ne se o se lawyer ono no epese ohun se abreben ana obetimi okay sa question eba na obetimi atena outside no eno ne aka ne se 2 years continuous no transferable so wa hwe ya ebe ma ho a kire
yes
application for no ube wura mu kura na o sen pie kura eno
amachi nso say obetimi apply for citizenship after serving the pre-settled status na me answer no ba obi online no so nti yemfa ono na efe to aso but when online no so no
good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yo, machia danso so.
Mejo so eja.
Yo, danso machia wa yonko jeje Italy.
Jeje. Kasa.
Yo, also me pacho my application me bus since November no still are nya anti ho asembia anti pese ho se bia wonim ho bibia concern about Ghana visa
but what type of visa now your man or application now your man
EU friend my boy na
EU applications normally no enye say check normally no extra be 6 weeks na decision aba but for some reason we are getting a lot of information from my applications say it's taking longer than normal if why application from November now up till now on sa enkaya advice I made man say you be chase up amount and answer over more to find out what is going on because it shouldn't take that long. The normal process should take at least 6 months, 6 weeks. Next time we'll make a decision. So you have every right say will be requested for updates after all this period. Why?
Okay.
That's it.
It's me uncle ya frame why? And I saw free lawyer na on mama why?
Yo, a question and not obisa on Facebook and they say, is it possible say obe apply for citizenship after we pre-settled status now? What people need to know, they say, me up apply for citizenship after we pre-settled status, just say when we settle status, for at least 1 year. Very important. You cannot simply switch from pre-settled status. Now I call you British citizenship and that's what I call you naturalization. You need to follow a process. In the pre-settled status in the area at the end of the 5 years, say we have application for settled status. Settled status need that 1 year. 1 year later, say who qualify for good character requirements then wait me application for citizenship. The reason why it's very very important for this and say for bejo pre-settled status no if you chrome hand so they can so who calculate pre-settled status from now according to 2026. After 2026, we don't know what will happen to those people. Until the more marginal pre-settled status, I'm more year because I said we just settle status, and so now it's me naturalize it. So when it's me not just obey illegal. You know what line as soon as I be our question why.
About your lawyer, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Me patro, your friend Nanayao. Patro, my EU marriage in be na. After 3 months, I must send him invitation to attend interview. Passionate Busa said, I didn't never my flow interview and how should I prepare for the interview?
Yo, when you bear my medal brave for a question, the basis and also the reason why you're free in Crawford for interview after my application, na baby. True or my dream so application I could submit there could be so many reasons or colorful immigration history but just something I say or immigration history a whole year I chilled in a way Ghana why your application be a report one call report let's use the short words what colorful immigration
client
history
back could be cry na SMBP office one or cry the same no be need akodi bone na so ko interview no ko hu say obi di din akodi bone ko drive o Peter Abraham aka na kokofro e ko baby so enti no it can be a lot of things. It can be a lot of things
enti e bi o ho nso a na application na mo submit ye na nkasa no documents no be enye clear enough. So what I say they be a catch you say so we yi efie our documents now omoji fifie bana ube yi be 90% na problems wo ho either say affidavit one e papa ne ma me no ma yidini basa you know the way omo yemu niama no na omo ne basa na omo ko sporty side no mo enhu na mo de kwa omo ko sporty side no ye be frem say mo bra interview na mo be yi mo ano say obi bisa me say I may call interview how do I prepare a very difficult question to answer. The reason why it's difficult to answer is say so one call interviewer they have over 1,000 questions they can ask you. Okay, you basically be south say mo da one that window na chain one that in chain I have say mo buy sheet color ni then color mo windows the very saying curtains you know then color the when you mo fie boiler say mo fie cooker gas and electric questions dey me sell meet me and go through I say it me feel be you know up to the individuals you know to know say you are going for an interview and they are going to ask you a dear personal question. Until you need to know each other. Like I said, knowing your husband and knowing your wife. We game and go for a play. You guys have to know each other. Because it's me with a question here. If you are it's me quiet because team Ben or supporting. You know, and this is what I think.
I won't hear say, yeah, the best also about much you have to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
About interviews, you know, when you are honest, anybody who say you are honest or you are not honest.
Oh, yes. And you answer so to me, yeah, no, say you are my wound, because it means I say now, Ukuno and now you know, the ex never so no mujai. You understand? So you don't go there trying to answer every question. Only a quiet their winning. Look at say I'm afraid, but you mean news our question. Yeah, we did mean and away and crew in this our question.
Oh yeah, good luck. But you know, mo bet me a friend lawyer so make me a friend for so na ya hwe bi kura na ye saka application no duplicates ade ko ya betimi ahwe how colorful it was. You know how colorful it was. I betimi ahwe say bia we no and was all prepared towards it. Na ko kan no kura ewum na entiase enye adwuma. Obi nso de abase lawyer ono de was say your friend Jones say the here ne pa English test na ya answer na age indefinitely to remain. O say no de ha ne pa ontime ntworo akondie anymore.
So something the fa call question.
Me patch on the for earlier na answer me question and I'm say call BBC about the EEA
Pacho bisa na me
about birth certificate your money say I don't know why crying maybe 2001 what now answer say say koji bibi na ko bibi sim to
that's it. Okay, Pacho the original so no original so na me answer question we me file question into the original so my sir we passports say birth certificates issue you know very important. So open say we application is successfully. He said so we can register Akulane for new birth certificate, you know. Koji for certified true copy of the original. Okwa omubeyama your okwa ebeye nibiane boy de na bibisa but it's possible say it can be done. Instead of so be register Akulane birth, you know, as a new registration, you know, you can possibly take a certified true copy of the original registration that was done when the child was born. We are waiting with the Akulane weighing card, one or two documents be at their support. Now the affidavit account and then it will be okay. But you know, be my person kofa ubane eba enye too late. Even though 31st of December ne tremono or up to 30th of June.
Because so before the 31st.
Yeah, because your ubano into no ubeti a friend ye be boa ye da sibe brain. But you know now line also not to be a question.
Hello, Lawyer Graham. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
But you, my name, my wife, Annette. But unfortunately, no, you mean for high down or you me a high down, but yet me family member change. But dan no agreement nyame na my wife dinners also eno no some kwaji me bia indefinite na ebe hia and na ebe hard yana na person bisa.
Oh, there be a hard drain in the sense to say tenancy agreement is just one of many documents I'll bet me the approve say one oba no na eden etifie ba kumu in as much as amudin any tenancy agreement ni mu no me assure say our bank statements me assure say ab krampo waje broadband a she wo dem ho me assure say o pay slips no mo address e wo so those documents no krampo no more than enough without a tenancy agreement no obey okay if you have other documents to show say one oba ni nyana na etifie ba kwa obey okay
yeah,
that's it.
Lawyer, ba konso ase mi musa se ono ne din esrifi si mi musa se one na yire nete na ono esrifi ne pese okofa o maame free Ghana bo oye ni pese okofa ne maame na ni din ni tenancy agreement ne so council na dem ma housing associates and dem ma na oba no enko adin na hye so on free house but house for them sort on free house for no fan din question should be answer.
Oh, there be any necessary say or the din be should be the most important thing is see them can previously no nipa na one net no you have other proof to show say one net tifie back once you're able to establish say you have you are living with that person you know with bank statement they pay slips you know we okay nipa na ni din tenancy agreement you know if o ma ho kwan say ultimate the woman me eba na fie ho no nso a no so you okay say a housing association tenancy agreement very important say ube look into the terms and conditions of the tenancy agreement you know because sometimes you know ube tenancy agreement you know na ma ho kwan ma obeba betinem into all these things are things that you need to consider before obey application with that document you know so be online so mpacho wait me akasa.
Hello sir.
Yeah,
hello sir. Are you on the program?
Yes, please.
Let me leave you and talk to you later, but if you specialize in civil litigation, that's what I want.
All right, no problem. Call us after the program, please. Yeah.
Okay, I do that. Let me listen to the program.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, intino muamuti no so say aka just about 10 minutes bi na ya sorry so intino what question bi
number no so ye di djuma no lawyer Danko number 07944 976161 07944 976161 owo question bi ubetini de aba na lawyer you know nipa no was actual Facebook was it English ne dey
English no ma men ka ho asem man na ehia na papa English no yenya yenim say ensa no ni anya kro renya obia na betimi esua sebe enye krom ha na ye ba ya anka yenim se ye wo yare bi wo ho no ma because of say yare ni ntinu sua ade bi mu sua ade na enko you feel so anka be bo sa na ko ti ba say obeti ase ha ba ha hu say oh ye wo omomo ye ewo yare bia because of that thing no adesua no omusua enko ntino ko exams so dia da no kan ye no obehwe ni amomo be wana waka ho say omo no
so dey be motete
yes na ye the one ya can stop work na omo de omo to aso ntino there is this medical conditions that means people are not able to study for one reason or the other. And say, "Be able to me English. Why won't you mean your life UK test?" And as always, want to mean your life UK, don't mean your English. You know, for those people, you know, the only basis are on me ISKP a year or more application, without doing the test. You know, will be so on medical letters to say because of XY reason, you know, there's no way those people can do those tests. If you are able to obtain that document for us, we are okay. Most of the time, you know, say yeah application amawa. You be ma form now they are called GP ni ho. What they come out with GP now obe fail at their mind. So fail mind yeah okay, we can do the application for you. And yes, sir, there so there's no way you can get indefinite without the document. And I will send a message. That's the only way you can go around it. In particular, what line so no to me question why?
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Whether my son be many people na discuss issue na or say come me some man me friend to mo. Na they no business say or your application be. Na or tell say address or the kobo on inside no. So not knowing say address now no dey here na nkasa me address dey dey you man nkasa na different. And na the kobo on inside no different. Enti wo mu friend no ebisa no ama ni chire mi chire mu so address no kura no on tina so kura da oni mi ade na no na china je say betima aha na dwena na betima say akwa papa ma bra de na na.
Oh, it shouldn't be a problem. Bia minim baby omoko fast address ni efi probably no obwa mo ye application no na fail you use address by mistake and now so say we don't know, but it shouldn't be a problem. And just affecting no. Why? Or say hana paper anti am I worried tembia on am I worried. Oh, there be just or you worried. Oh, okay. That's fine. Now, I'm sure I'm going to do my part more. Yes, that's it. Bye.
Emre no e yaje ensem na se befa ba akom yenu mi ensabi ansana ya sorry so. Wono so wode ba ewo Facebook no ye bekenkan e de amount. Omega Live TV na wo hwe no photo solicitors ana ewo ne wo fi hanom. Medical catch was photo solicitors your numbers no. Lawyer Penny Dankwe the number no 07944976161. Sa number na edi juma na obi kura baso ntie ma lawyer mfano lawyer.
Your patrol what line so to me some question.
Lawyer, my patrol na yeri me na me first say you inviting me for interview no. Na me patrol na me ya application no. My divorce na my wife that na my divorce na me yen ma fa divorce certificate na aka ho. Be my marriage certificate ne was also my divorce. If na omo invite me for interview no me upload divorce certificate na man fa aka ho ana say me twa me call interview na na me dey aka ho call in case o mbisa na me dey ache.
Mpacho if I were you I may me nia obe upload the amomo and then call interview no so okwa na what they are then you explain to them say so what your application or refuse say what the bedding what the back and they should accept it. Luckily for you, omunya make a decision yet. So man make a decision and they could have refused the application, on the basis say one for divorce certificate in anchor. But because omunya make a decision here now mama opportunity say brana be you are no. Mr. Bomodiana o kwafako. But in the meantime, upload the more monanya evidence and they say you have given it to them. The reason why you have to do both and they say ubetimi ko interview now they are more but obehwe no na anko record so inti no oye mienu na why sure say sa divorce certificate na akọ record so ama akodu omo but what line also next not to use our question.
Hello sir.
Yeah, hello.
Yes sir, I think you read my message that I sent that I have legal certificate worth £16 and that if you have any that I can apply for more in the case you have a barrister to represent me. But as all I'm trying to say is that I have been contacted by Watch Farm that is not willing to do anything about the case that has been lodged ever since 20 years, last year. Up to now, no data has been given under emergency application. So what advice can you give me?
I'm saying, you know, of Frey, line, and Munya clear. So it's me, Afre, Biomuna, or explain. We could, the one who was on the line, sorry for that because we couldn't hear you. The line is not a bit clear. After the program, you may call me and then I'll take my time to go through whatever inquiry that you've got. Thank you very much for your call anyway.
Omega Live TV, Fort Worth Solicitors and yo if you hey you did yaka ebeso na yama yemuso free say we know say
20-year unlawful way no.
You be boy no need to see
okay.
Now we make sure say request for legal representation okay and say something else so be no so or take advantage na or ya advert wo yeah lie no obi aba you press it here you work out here oh yeah a Facebook live no be malam bi aba ho wo ya advert wo you press it here enye malam lawyer you mo wait tell my ye monitor fan so that ye twen ye go so twen course no me bo won kai why 07944976161 07944976161 and only line e di djumadi esisi ya lawyer Penny Daniel Ofia hanom ana ye hanma ye je o course and bibi e chiwa djumbi e bi kura na enyew na onipa bi ana wate na sem se bi Penny so yonko da na woda ana chi ayonko so no na etua yi nyina ho lawyer me emusa wait tell how long now bet matna hanom a obetimi akọ efficacy akọ mo prum say matna ha chele sisi de man baby ntina eni penu ya nipa na ayi me akọ ni baby ana okọ edi sa no ye no so na okọ edo na Luna house no ho no watna krom ha watna be 28 years no akọ mo prum na oga chele sisi de ni penu ya nipa
mo sort me
out aware ni mu ayeye
you see Utre Mremwa and I say UK Mremwa in 2012 we major changes. First, na Utina Krum have 14 years. Utimi Jinasa Aquano so at the John Krata. Now 14 years, they're very popular. Now go for brain because now go for share that 14 years.
14 years isn't it weapon?
14 years. Then who said no 14 years in a word extra do. Then the grandpa concern also indefinite. Straight away. But unfortunately, July 2012 when they did those major changes to immigration rules, modern new way by CCS will train 20 years. Now 20 years, in Krofobe Bre or Chrome has say a bit do 20 years, na documents or the back evidence or the back say wait na 20 years na ehunya ayeden because wa won't be a bank account GPO kwa yesi be mba ho ofa ha yesi be mfa ha ukoye ejuma yesi be nye. So how do you obtain the document? There are a few people are on passport or the far plane the back room hano and that's warm and there are many people also in your place so fire so fire here immediate me lawyer mean sure be am fa be do you because I want seven say this offer be one day na adaje di society na and no what you say you trust na yet so for those people who didn't come by air omofufa baby umbe pie kronimu no na evidence nyana ayeden na we na Afghanistan ipe bi owo krom ha say obetina kronimu na onya documents intino then o yusu obi nyama na odi ye ejuma na o system nipa o British o yusu di ye ejuma ni ade nti okoye na application 14 years time no eno yusu sa documents ni aka ho say hwe me ti ha say na me ti ha but me ntimi nya me nkrata ntimi do bi nkrata na ye ejuma nti ne sisi aro with your ho tax mo fa nkrata na mo say hey na wo san be yusu obi nyama o san di nyama na be train wa ye fa ma ni refuse na oyira efi system ni mu. Then when he was 20 years he came back again and oba bio no so no almost san refuse ni say on yet personal suitable grounds. Suitable grounds na che say usuban no en sheda enye ni ade nti eno na court akodu court of appeal. And then the court of appeal held said look nipa no akane kre from the onset wa kire mu say ekwan wo de ti ha obi nyama no ye den o yusu ye wan fasa nipa ni nyama ambedada efficacy mfo o de ko ye ejun baby ite nya ho no de bae nti untimi ntina sa kwan no so and continue and refuse sa nipa no esa odi nipa de krata ye den e ma no which is fair ni de ma no nti on this basis it shows clearly say sometimes you may not have a straightforward evidence. I would bet say wait now has 20 years. But don't let that discourage you. And ain't now no can say oh me you should deal with na my say into unto one more and your application. Mr. with the 18 years, with the 19 years, Boba abedu 20 years. Take a phone, call us, near share or personal circumstances. Based on this recent case law, we may be able to support your application, and don't be scared because of that evidence in it. Pacho, one line also no Pacho to use our question. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Pacho was on that program also.
No, really, I just want to ask a question. Oh, the program can I come in?
Yeah, please go on.
Yes. Go on.
Hello?
Yeah, go on. Ask your question, please.
Okay, so basically, I've got indefinite. I'm married a EU now. I've got my indefinite 2016.
2015. 16, okay.
And I'm married 2011, and I got a 5 years. And after the 5 years, I got my indefinite. And they said I can get my naturalization by 10 years.
Yes.
So this is 2021. This is this year. And I've done my English test and all the tests I've done in the past year. I just want to know if I can do my naturalization. And I've done my status. So I go indefinite and.
Okay. All right. You said you got your indefinite in 2016. Okay. Can you tell me the first leave to remain that you got in the UK?
It's 2011.
Which month?
It was November.
November. Okay.
Yes,
if it was November 2011, then the earliest you can make application for your naturalization will be November 2021.
So it doesn't work if the date you married or the date you get the people. What does it do?
It starts when you want to calculate the 10 years. It starts from the date that you regularize your stay. So it starts from
the marriage.
No, not the marriage, because you being married. Technically, you are right. Okay, that it should start from the date that you got married, because technically, when you look at the EU regulations EU regulations at the time, you were not meant to make an application to show that you are legal in this country. Okay, but the Home Office have argued time and again that they are not going to calculate the 10 years from the date that you were married. They are going to calculate it from the date that you were issued your first 5 years. Okay. If you don't do that and you want to challenge them, which I believe is a fair point because you have a case to challenge, but nobody has challenged it as we speak now. And if you want to be the one to challenge it, fair enough. If not, you can wait till November and you make your application and you have it in peace.
Okay. So my question is, according to what you're saying, I've done the prayer status, I've got the settled status and indefinite leave to remain just about this month. So basically, because I heard you saying you have to stay for another 1 year before you can do the transition. Does that qualify that, or I can do it in November you're talking about?
Oh, you can still do it in November because you got your permanent residence in 2016.
Yes, right.
So you've been more than 1 year already.
1 year already.
Yeah. So the settled status I've got it just this month doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. You can use the permanent residence that you got in 2016 as the basis of making your application in November 2021.
So where are you based? Your end?
We are based in Hornsey. Hornsey. Yes, the nearest train station to us is Temple Clean Station or Hornsey Station.
I can drive there. So I know.
Yeah. So give us a call after the program.
Yes. All right, keep the number. Give us a call.
Very much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Sure. Yeah. And you know, you the best here. You the best here. I mean, no, AGNSM said they made can and they yabobo so akwachiri pa.
Yes.
Na lawyer, I was and probate na there. Me ma fu bi dia ba be do me pa se mfa so wo so pa says no mo hu se de ekeka ko no wa hwa no mo na ma so to mo dan adi so mo ni ho a e jo be so we no to mo pa e te resha da jibre me da se papa
no so be da se
Fort Worth Solicitors and na be afia ye kira kwan enye ira kwan kra ye wo unit 1 e wo Clarendon Road Catharina House eno ewo Hornsey ye postcode ne N80DJ yeni parking P wo ho na so paid parking wo honom ana obeba nso kra nso na be factory
obaba be si 10 Pike Lane na fe wanante aba but friansa no aba ene covid na nye de bia na alaya fo ni nyina wo office ana ti say so ye nantin ko bi office ayen frɛ no because they say the area aba wan wi akokoduo miem enti no o friansa e bi ko ana asem zinya asem a wo so utwa kwan aba ye ne nipa firi akire na eba hwehwe na obi fi meeting kings looting Birmingham Coventry no no mo ba entwa kwan ma medu ye ne yen kasa ansa no aba hunya beka sebre hunya betimi kura mo upload ni ema nyina de amayen ne ahwehwe ni nyina zoom nyina ye consultation any amount for kasa hwe so yi yare no wo ho na fe otutu ana mo so no wa hwe so yi se obi ma mo ne yete no enti no eya no wadwen ahwe kwan ye frɛ me danso me yenye no dasene ne de ebeba biem no ebesan hia ewofia no biem me ma mo ne ti adeshi